The story of Krazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning, Krazy Joe coming to you from my local Regal Theater on a Monday night. Still not in great shape, but I got dropped off. I can't drive, but my wife drove. And I'm here tonight to see Jurassic World Rebirth, the 7th film in the Jurassic Park franchise. Obviously, most people I think saw it over the weekend. You don't get much say when you're dependent on rides. But I'm glad I'm going to get a chance to see this. I've seen every Jurassic Park movie in the theater. And I don't want number 7 to be the one film I missed in theaters. I've seen them all on the big screen. So here we are. We're going into Theater 14. My daughter's already in there. She's got her seat. But we're checking out Jurassic Park 7, Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, I have to admit, I haven't been that excited for this film. Very low enthusiasm, because the last one, Dominion, was garbage. But the one before that, Fallen Kingdom, is my favorite Jurassic Park sequel. So you're always like, just because the last one stunk doesn't mean the next one's going to stink. But my enthusiasm hasn't been high. But we're going to check it out. So here we go. Jurassic World Rebirth. Let's go in. Let's get crazy. Let's check this out. Here we go. I am back from the theater, having seen Jurassic World Rebirth. Again, 7th film in the Jurassic Park franchise. I am a big Jurassic Park fan. I got the first 5. Got the first 5 here on 4K. I never bothered buying the 6th one on 4K because I didn't like Dominion. I didn't care for Dominion. But I've got the first 5. And to varying degrees, I like all 5 of these. I think The Lost World, Jurassic Park 2, is the weakest of these 5, but they're still all pretty entertaining. The Dominion I didn't care for. So, again, I'm the kind of guy who kind of has an attitude of, well, just because you gave me a bad chapter doesn't mean the next one won't improve upon it. Let's go back to Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, film I actually like. I actually like Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. But a lot of fans didn't care for that film. A lot of Star Trek fans were like, that movie's garbage, it's awful. But they did Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, and it's one of the most popular Star Trek movies. They followed up the least popular Star Trek movie with one of the most popular, because it's all about the script. Just because you struck out once doesn't mean you're going to strike out the next time as well. So I hated Jurassic World Dominion, but I was going into Jurassic World Rebirth with an open mind, thinking, no, they can turn this around. They can turn this around. I hated it. I hated Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm sorry to say, this one is just as bad, if not worse, than Dominion. This is a really, really bad movie. It's got, none of the characters. Scarlett Johansson, great actress. Mahershala Ali, great actor. You have a good cast here. But none of these characters are likable. None of these characters, they're flat. They're very flat characters. There's nothing interesting about them. There's nothing to draw you into them. They're just very blah characters, even though you have a good cast. And then on top of that, they go to the island. If you've seen the trailer, they go to the island because they need to get some genetic material from these dinosaurs for for medicines that they're trying to develop. And there's also this family that ends up on the island due to a boating accident, and we keep cutting back and forth between them and between the main characters, Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and then go into this family. And it's really very episodic. It's just like little vignettes, like we're gonna get these guys, then we'll get these guys, then we'll get these guys. Eventually their stories do come together, but it takes a little while, and it's a very disjointed film. Neither storyline is very compelling. None of the characters are very compelling. And it's just a flat film. Just a flat film. Also, the special effects are not very good. Like, it's been 30 years since the first Jurassic Park. How come the special effects got worse? How come, like, shouldn't they have improved over time? They actually got worse. Like, there's a scene, and I'm going to keep this spoiler free, but there's a scene where a guy is going pee-pee tinkles in the woods. He's out doing his pee-pee tinkles, and there's some dinosaurs behind him. And it legitimately looked like I was watching a Zoom call. Like a guy at work calling into a Zoom meeting, but he decided to put a virtual background behind him, and it was dinosaurs running around in Jurassic Park. Like, that's how fake it looked. It looked like this guy was on a Zoom call and the dinosaurs behind him were his virtual background. Looked really bad. There's also a mutant dinosaur in this, and the creature design for the mutant dinosaur, really bad. Didn't look good. It reminded me of in Alien, the movie Alien Resurrection, at the end, the creature effect for the newborn, it just didn't work. The newborn, the special effect of the newborn, it looked like a poorly designed creature. That's what this mutant dinosaur looks like. It looks like a poorly designed creature. Across the board, this movie just doesn't work. It's dull. It's flat. The dinosaur action doesn't really deliver. It looks faker than any of the others, which actually I could have gotten by. The special effects aren't that important to me. Special effects are a tool. Special effects are a tool to tell a story. If you have weak special effects but a really compelling story, the story is going to drive you forward. And who cares that the effects are a little weak? They're a tool to tell the story. But if you don't have a compelling story either, then you've really got nothing. And that's what this film is. It's got nothing. The musical score, I forget who did the musical score for this. Of course, they make use occasionally of John Williams' iconic score, but not enough. You don't hear that iconic John Williams Jurassic Park movie. I think you hear it like 3 times in the course of the movie. And otherwise, the music is rather flat and dull. Everything about this film is flat and dull. I hated this. I really hated this. And Dominion, I don't know which is worse. I don't know if Dominion or Rebirth is worse. They're both really bad. But Dominion and Rebirth are neck and neck for worst Jurassic Park movie. I won't be buying this one on 4K. Like this one will not be added to my collection. You know, we got 5 great Jurassic Park movies. Maybe that's all we need. I don't know. They'll make a Jurassic Park 8. They will make a Jurassic Park 8. And I'll go see it. I've seen every one of them. Maybe they'll turn it around. Maybe the next one will be fantastic. But this one, I cannot recommend it. Wish I could. I've been an OG fan since '93. It was their opening night of the original Spielberg film. So I am old school Jurassic Park fan. But this movie, man, this is 2 in a row. This is 2 in a row where they bombed out. So, all right, everyone. Till next time, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
With the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, it's a trap.
Oh no,
It's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them
jammies.
They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander pajamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
I know we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.